Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Phil Barlow Show. Sorry earlier, we did go live at 7 o'clock. Something happened. Not sure what happened, but we didn't. Kohai didn't upstream us, baby. But we were live at 7 o'clock. And I waited for so long. It was about 13 minutes. And I'm really kind of bummed out because I did a full show after that. But I didn't want anybody to have to go through and wait for 13 minutes to listen to the same song. So I just want to say welcome back. I'm just going to do just a quick synopsis of what we talked about today. We had a lot of great things we talked about. We talked about the election results, people. Yes, that's right. Talked about the election results. And, I'll tell you, I was amazed. My article, you can read at philbarlow.com, said, voters say no to kids' safety. Whoa! I know you might say that's a bit rough, but that's just how I felt. I felt like, hey, our safety is important. I mean, sure, we live in St. Helens, we have police officers, but, we should care about our whole county. We should care about all of us. And it'd be interesting to see how many people actually voted in the cities compared to who voted out in the rural area. And if the people out in the rural area, I guess, voted against it, who actually need the deputies even more, I guess it may be a good thing. It's something we need to really look at because, do they not care about safety, or do they just feel like they have their own guns and that's good? I mean, I don't know. I'm not really for sure. I do know, between that and the school levy, I was pretty bummed out. I was happy to see the health district, even though there wasn't really anybody running against them except for the one position. It was still great. I think we're going to have a good working relationship with the health district, and that's what we need. We need to all be working together for the betterment of the community, making things good in our county. Let's talk about events and things that are going on. If you just tuned it in, we had a full stream. We're even going bigger. We got more wattage now than we ever had, baby. But we didn't make it on Kohai tonight for some reason. They didn't catch the uplink. So we're just going to be talking about stuff that's going on in the city. We're even going to talk about some national stuff because, I get all excited about that. But it's just going to be some quick stuff because, number one, it's my mom's birthday today. So happy birthday, Mom. Love you. And but I want to just go over a couple things. Number one, well, actually, that'd be number two now, right? Talked about the election. Number two, I want to talk about Boise. We're talking about rates. We're talking about budgetary things, and everything. Especially when it comes to the ones that we have your general fund and you have your enterprise fund. Your enterprise fund, it gets revenues from water, your sewage, and it gets money through road for taxes and all that. So that fund's a part of our city employees also. So that's why you'll see like rates, fees, all that stuff starts to increase because we have to keep everybody going and I understand that. The thing that gets me is because 3 years ago, Boise in this contract that I didn't get to vote on or have anything to do with, took it from 96% that they paid down to 67%, which, okay, they thought that was crazy because it cost the citizens, it is costing the citizen for about 5 years, about $4 million, which I believe Boise Inc. on the New York Stock Exchange is doing very well because of that, and it makes me kind of sick, because corporate greed is just going rapid. And things are going on when like Fifth Sachs is saying, wow, we're doing awesome because the rich are buying. Yeah, because off the backs of the citizens of St. Helens. Yeah, you guys are doing great because we helped you. Ask the citizens what they think about that. They're probably not that happy. So, okay, we got past that. Well, they had this thing in their contract that said, well, if we don't use the full 67% in the lagoon, we only really want to pay what we used. So they use 52%. So they want to take that off. It's a $70,000 hit to the citizens of St. Helens. It's a 1.5% increase in your rates to help Boise out. Does that make you happy? Are you excited right now? You're like, oh, yeah. I'm going to help Boise out. Because Boise needs the money, people. You know that? Boise needs the money. You bet. They laid 350 people off out here, and they really need our money because we don't want them to go anywhere, you know? I mean, come on. They do. They have like 150 employees or something like that. That's very important. I agree. But do they need another $70,000? Does our rates need to go up another 1.5%? Woo! That's all I can say. Crazy. Crazy. All right? We're going to be voting on this. So it'll be the first Wednesday in June. So please make sure and show up to that meeting because we need you there. And you need to tell them. I mean, unless you think that we should give money to Boise, and trust me, I know there's people out there because I've had this discussion where they say, "Oh, I think it's right. Boise should only pay what they use." Well, you have to ask the rest of the citizens what they think. They didn't have anything to do with that secondary lagoon. They didn't have anything to do with how much money it was going to cost to run that. So just because Boise doesn't want to pay for that anymore, just because Boise wants to bring in pulp, truck it in, and not use the pulp down there, and not use the full 96% anymore, or 92%, oh yeah, and guess what else? They don't use Northwest Natural Gas, so we don't get a franchise fee from them. So yeah, I mean, you guys, Boise's really helping the citizens of St. Helens out. Thank you, Boise. That's all I got to say about that. One thing, too, we're going to talk about a lot, but like I said, I'm just going to get through this quickly, is the redistricting. Redistricting is just, it's loaded, very loaded. And we're going to have to really get our hands around it and see exactly what's going on. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be going to Salem, along with a bunch of other elected officials and people here in Columbia County, to say that, we think it's very, very difficult to say, yes, we should move in with Portland and feel that, Congressman Blumenauer is going to give us give us the attention that really we need because he's going to be so busy with Portland because it's so big. So it's a real difficult thing, but we're going to be talking about that, and I'm hoping you're going to check that out and see what's going on. I'll tell you, we have a lot of things coming up. Henry Night Days, you've been hearing all on Kohai talking about that. That's going to be coming up June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I believe it is. 3 days. Check it out. They even got a circus going on the 4th. Going to be an awesome time. And then June 9th is the first kickoff of 13 nights. So that's on a Thursday night. So check that out. So we got a lot of exciting things coming up. Make sure you get involved. Let's see what else we have in our county. This weekend, that's right. Battle of the ABCs. Army, bands, cooks, and caters. This is a benefit for the food bank. So, a fundraiser for the Columbia Pacific Food Bank, May 21st from 5 p.m. till midnight at the St. Helens National Guard Armory. 474 South 7th Street in St. Helens. 21 and over only. Beer and wine served. Admission is $10. Donation, prize cook-offs, and silent auction. So check it out. That's going to be a good time. That's the Battle of the ABCs on the 21st, starting at 5 p.m. at the Armory. So go check that out. So that's going on this week. I'm pretty sure that we're all done. I think this is it, people. Remember, you can Twitter me at Philip Barlow. That's 2 L's, Philip Barlow. We're going to have a lot of things we're going to be talking about at our next show. Hopefully, Marty will jack us in, people. But again, you've been listening to the Phil Barlow Show live every Thursday right here at philbarlow.com, and hopefully soon on KOHI 1600 AM. Until then, have an awesome day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Isn't it amazing?